right. Let's do it. This is a toughie, not gonna lie. All right, let's do it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 7 Structures of Success. This is episode 2. So, hope you guys are liking the series. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working on the series for a couple months, and man, it's taking a toll on me. I'll tell you that. Attack from the enemy. He don't want me teaching y'all, but it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 7 Structures of Success. Today's episode, we're gonna get right into it because today is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a little long, so stay tuned. Get your coffees, get your espressos, get your waters. Get your chai lattes. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be speaking on the second structure of success, and that is vision. Vision. Let's go. It's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one's gonna require a lot from you guys, but I know you can do it. So, vision. So, vision. Here's a definition. Vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. So, once you begin building your new mindset, you now need to establish vision, a goal, if you will. So look, creating a vision takes time, and it can take many forms. Once you create a vision, you have to envision it so well. You need to be so descriptive in your mind of how your goal looks. Let me give you some context. Let's say your goal is to buy a car, right? You wanted a car, you saw the car looks nice. If your goal is to buy a car, you need to literally envision yourself detailed in that car. You need to envision yourself grabbing onto the steering wheel, the grip that you will be feeling. You need to, imagine yourself putting in the keys of the ignition and turning it on. You need to envision and imagine the texture of the car when you sit down, the feeling or the hear of an engine, or the feeling that you will feel. Let's take this out of context, out of a physical thing. Let's say your goal is to get out of debt. What is that feeling that you will feel when you have pursued your goal, when you have achieved your goal? What is that sense of relief? What is that feeling? Where is that? Can you envision yourself doing that? Your goals are there, but to see them and to pursue them and to envision them and to build that vision, you need to have them so detailed in your mind, 180%. You need to envision your goals so well that you feel like you're there physically when it's only a mental battle, right? Look, that's kind of the maintaining of it. When you're attacking your vision and pursuing your vision, you need to, you gotta just picture it. It's not very hard, but you need to be so detailed. The smell, the taste, I don't care of anything. What are you going to smell that day? How are you going to dress? What are you going to imagine? It needs to be in so much detail. So much detail. Look, creating vision boards and all that's nice, and those are things that can help you 100%, because when you see them, you can remember the vision again. But it needs to be in detail, man. So much detail. But look, that is kind of when you have your goal. But how do we create a vision? How do we establish what you're pursuing? This is where it's going to get tough. I'm not going to lie to you. So how do we build the vision? How do we establish your vision? Look, when creating a vision, it can feel very pointless. You can feel very unimportant. And taking your steps to find your vision, man, it's hard. It's very, very hard. When you're trying to pursue who you want to become and establish what you're truly meant to do, you can feel like you're working hard but for no reward. And that can be draining on you. So how do we get to see your vision? How do we get to establish your vision? To create a vision, you need to understand yourself. To pursue your goal, you need to understand who you are. So I'm going to give you some context here. The word that we use pretty sure you hear it at least once a day. And if you don't, that's fine. So I'm going to give you some context. There's a word that we use pretty often, and that is the word education. Now, education has 3 root Latin words. There's one that we're going to focus on, and I don't know if I'm going to butcher this word, so excuse me, but it's educer. Educer meaning to lead out. And this life is hard. I won't lie to you. So how do I create the vision? You create the vision by pursuing interests. Look, if any of you guys don't know, I am a real estate agent at the age of 21, so I'm pretty young. This is me. Look at little old me. If it focuses, look, that's me. And I'm gonna give you a backstory here. A couple weeks ago, so not only am I a real estate agent, but I'm also a cashier supervisor at a grocery store near me. And a couple weeks ago, I was working with a girl about a year younger than me, and we're talking about paths in life and career and stuff like this. And she goes up to me and she says, "You know what, Angel? It's crazy. Like, you've established who you are in under a year." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You became a real estate agent. You became, you took your test. You study the classes, and you work at a firm, and you did it in under a year." And I thought about it. I pondered on that, and I was like, "What do you?" I mean, I know she's meaning it in a nice way, but she's wrong. It didn't take me under a year to be successful. It took me 6. It took me 6 to get to this goal. Look, if you were to meet 16-year-old Angel, 16-year-old Angel wanted to be a gaming YouTuber, and he wanted to be making a lot of money on YouTube. And now I'm making YouTube videos on like bettering yourself, self-help. So it's funny to hear that. But look, I found my vision as I pursued my interest. I wanted to walk down a path of becoming a gaming YouTuber and stuff like that. And as I pursued it, I said, I didn't really like it. So then I remember watching a video on how much money YouTubers make and realized they make so much money. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So then I watched another video on like how to make money as a YouTuber, and then, what are, the richest YouTubers and all these things. And it kind of led me to a way of finance. And then I was like, well, how do I become wealthy? And I watched those videos. And then it's like, that's nice, but how do I, most millionaires, so I was like, well, how do most millionaires make money? Oh, it's real estate. Oh, okay, so what's real estate? And I pursued finance after that. And it's weird because I was into video games, not money, right? And then I pursued a video, because then I saw a video and it says, oh, what is credit? What are credit cards? So then I watched that and I pursued an interest that I didn't even know I had, because I had to discover myself. Like, look, it's hard for a lot of you who are, middle school, high school, going into college. It's kind of hard because you don't have time to pursue your interest. I was blessed enough to be homeschooled, so I had time to really find out who I truly am and what are my interests. So she said, it took me under a year. No, ma'am, it took me 6 years. I had to establish a mindset, pursue my interests, then funnel my way into real estate. Because once I started studying about finance, I realized that most financial people that are wealthy have real estate. I was like, well, I want real estate, so I'm gonna work and buy a building. Okay, but I don't know how real estate works, so become a real estate agent. And then once you're there, you can learn how the field works and go after that. My grandfather had real estate and he was a contractor, but I didn't know what that meant. Pursuing your interest is how you find your vision. Finding your vision and path is like a line, right? You're here and this is your goal over here, and you're gonna walk the path of pursuing your goal or interest. Let's say you want to be a soccer player. You're gonna pursue that. You're gonna pursue being a soccer player. You're gonna eat like them, train like them, speak like them, think like them, right? You're gonna pursue it. And as you get closer, the vision becomes more clear. It's like it's in a distance, a little bit blurry. As you become closer to that vision, you realize, I don't really like that. But you pursued an interest. So now, as you're walking down a path, you realize, well, look, I like this thing over here. When I was studying or in this case, when you're studying to be a soccer player, you're like, well, I didn't really like the whole soccer player thing, but I like physical training. I like the working out. So you study to be a physical trainer for soccer players. So you're walking and then you're like, oh, physical trainer, let me start doing that. So then you're going to walk down that path, right? And you're walking down that path, and as you get closer, you see it become more clear. You're like, no, I don't really like that. But I like physical training, and I like muscles, and maybe I'll be a physical trainer for bodybuilders. And that ends up being your vision or your goal. But it took you pursuing interest. It took time, man. It took time to pursue yourself, to establish your vision. It did. And that's hard. You know, as you walk down the path, it becomes more clear. So you need to decide to pursue interests so you can develop your vision. I'm going to say something here, and while some of you guys might not agree, I do fundamentally believe this is my core value. When creating a vision for me, I became a lot successful in finding my vision at a young age because I had a pair of glasses in walking my vision. You know, your goal is in the distance and I'm walking the path. And as I get closer to the path, it becomes more clear. But the thing is, I had a pair of glasses that was able to allow me to see the vision from a distance and be able to change my course at a faster pace. That was the word of God. You know, a man of faith like I am, having those goggles from a distance and or those glasses in a sense, and you can see the vision a lot clearer from a lot farther, you're able to change your course a lot faster. The path isn't clear, but the path gets clear the closer you get. And that only happens by pursuing yourself. Establishing vision is hard. Very, very difficult. But when you're there, man, you work hard like there's no other. This is going to take time. In a world of instant gratification and facades of success, know that this will take time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the second episode of the 7 Structures of Success. This was episode 2. Please subscribe and stay tuned for episode 3, which will be faith. And it's not the faith you think. So, yeah. Guys, vision's hard. Vision takes time. But once you got it, man, you got it. Continue to pursue your interests, for you will find your path as you go. Your path will become clear as you continue walking down it. So you guys take care. Have a good one. Stay tuned for episode 3. Peace.